A month or so ago, I made a community post talking about a manga called Rairairai. I explained that everything I had seen from it piqued my interest: the art, the characters, and the premise. Not to mention it had been recommended by popular mangaka like One and Kotoyama. My only issue was that it hadn't been translated, so I couldn't truly see for myself if the manga would be my jam. Until now. 3 of you were kind enough to let me know that the first chapter of Rairairai had been recently fan-translated on Mangadex, and now that I've got a chance to read its first chapter, I can officially say it is my jam. But let me introduce you to Rairairai so you can see if it's yours too. At the turn of the century, a war with aliens began. In the end, mankind ultimately prevailed, but even so, Earth was left with its own battle scars. And now, 50 years later, humankind has to deal with 2 new threats, left behind by their otherworldly adversaries. One being space pests. Non-combative, but still a threat due to them destroying Earth's ecosystems and converting them into environments that better serve themselves. The second threat being space vermin. Very combative. Monsters that roam the Earth with an appetite to kill all humans. Using the aliens' own technology, private military companies fight against these vermin. Besides these monster hunters, we also have pest removal services who deal with the less threatening threat, the space pests I mentioned earlier. You may already be seeing some similarities to another manga called Kaiju No. 8, which has a pretty similar setup. By the way, our protagonist, Sumire, is one of these pest removers, but today she is running a little late for her shift because... Ooh, that's bright. Why was I sleeping? Should have been my way to work. Huh? When Sumire awakes, she finds herself in a freshly crop-circled rice field, and we learn from a conversation with her boss that this has happened before. Not that anyone believes her. Her boss thinks that she's just making up excuses so that she can show up late to work, and can you blame him? The last alien sighting was 35 years ago, and the government has declared that all alien presence has been eliminated. And we know the government never lies, so Sumire heads out on a pest removal job with her partner. We learn that Sumire's family is in a lot of debt due to her father blowing all their cash. She transfers most of her earned money to her family. Her brother is way too young to work, and so the responsibility falls on her to take care of the family's debt. Because of this, she started working straight out of junior high. We also learn that people that have been abducted by aliens don't usually get off as lucky as Sumire. Usually people get modifications to their body, or in worst cases get mutated into something entirely different. Sumire was lucky enough to get put back exactly the way she was found. Or was she? Did that really happen to me? I can't really remember. I'm sure I'll be fine. Nothing weird going on with my body anyhow. I'll be A-okay. More importantly, I'd better make sure I'm not late tomorrow. I think I'll go to bed a little early. Not again. Seriously, every single day. Just give it a rest already. Guess I'll brush my teeth and go to bed. This is J1 News. Today at around 3 p.m., a man who ran a farming business within the city was attacked and killed by a space vermin. The police are working with extermination companies to find the vermin's whereabouts and ensure the safety of the... Sumire hits the sack and she has a dream about her abduction. A vivid dream. A grotesque alien creature can be seen on the ceiling above the table she's strapped to. It gets closer and closer with no regard for her personal space. I would hate to see this in my dreams, but hey, it is just a dream. Nothing to worry about. What the hell? My arm! How did it? Could it be when I was abducted by a UFO? That's the only thing I could think of. What? I'm hearing a voice. I'm hearing things. Shut up! Sumire wakes up with a new right arm that has a mind of its own, not to mention a new voice in her mind that does not belong to her. This foul-mouthed arm makes it clear that Sumire isn't supposed to be conscious anymore. The alien arm tries plan B and decides to try to kill its host by strangulation, only to realize that if Sumire dies, so would he. Classic. Things go from 100 to 1,000 real quick when word gets out that there's a vermin in the city, And after hearing the ruckus in Sumire's apartment, the fuzz shows up. The alien arm attacks the cops against Sumire's will, and the voice inside her head that the arm belongs to isn't very tight-lipped about its true intentions at all. Help me. Stop it! He's really gonna die! Yeah, I'm gonna kill him, huh? I'm gonna wipe out every single last human there is. Why? It's like a whisper in the back of my head, telling me to murder all these humans. Guess you could call it instinct. Stop it, I'm serious! He's actually gonna die, you'll kill him! Stop! Stop! Huh? What the? My strength! Don't go thinking you can do whatever you want with my body! You die and stay the dead! If I had to guess, if I kill you, I die too. Our bodies are completely fused. Damn it! I love Sumire. Her timid and scaredy cat nature reminds me of Kobeni, but I think it could be a fun dynamic with this alien inside her body that sports the complete opposite type of personality. Everything in the manga so far has a very mundane feel about it, up to a certain point. The plain uniforms of the pest removal services, Sumire's nerdy sweater vests, even the extermination of space pests feels like another Tuesday for this world. Until we get to a certain point where things shift a bit, and you remember that there's really nothing normal about this version of Earth at all. In the community post I mentioned at the start, the Moose Dude shared what he thought about the manga and mentioned, quote, "The cute art in the default scenes really contrasts the scary panels, making them hit even harder." And I totally agree. You already saw an example of that with Sumire's dream, but let's continue so I can show you what else is in store for her. Sumire goes back to ground zero of her abduction. She pulls up in the Tetsuo fit to hide her new arm. Her thinking on returning here is that the aliens might abduct her again and put the alien back in her own body. The alien has no qualms with this plan as he doesn't want to be stuck with her for the rest of his life, seeing as he can't seem to fully control her body. Unfortunately for Sumire, she isn't the only vermin in the city and she's greeted by another monster. And I love this design for this vermin. It's like some weird sausage bear who just absolutely cannot stop cheesing. The sketchy pen strokes and speed lines Kai Yoshiaki uses to illustrate these vermin's movements really sell the strength of these brutal attacks. Things only get worse when the monster splits open to reveal a grotesque mouth and fleshy head within itself. This panel showing the head rattling is really cool, but what the hell is bro doing? Oh, I see. Oh, for f***'s sake! Oh. F*** you! Huh. What the? God damn it. For as long as I can remember, my parents were always arguing about money. My brother was even younger than me. I had to keep him safe. I see, so you're going to start working right after junior high. What a shame. Got such outstanding grades. It's fine. I don't really like studying. I had to support my family. I had to. Hey. So is this it? Or what? Huh? I mean, is this how you really want to die? If I die, my family will get the insurance money. If that can pay off our debt and give them a normal life, then sure. Fine by me. It's not fine. I've never done anything I can enjoy my whole life. I've always had to hold myself back. I wanted to go to high school. I wanted to try and go on dates with boys. There's so many things I wanted to do. Then, I'll set you free. The alien consciousness inside Sumire is using this as an opportunity to get Sumire to give it all up. If she gave over her consciousness to the alien, she wouldn't have to worry about all her problems anymore. The saddest part about all this is that she agrees, under one condition. She'll give her body to Alien Man if he promises not to kill any humans. Literally his only goal. He ends up agreeing. Hell, Sumire even got him to solemnly swear. The alien, now not having to fight against Sumire's consciousness, can take full control. Using its full power, it breaks out of the alien in bloody fashion. That rattling head is not rattling anymore, and a laser to the face should make sure that this vermin will stay dead. But surprisingly, absolutely nobody except for maybe Sumire, the alien immediately goes back on its word. Now that he's free, he's going to celebrate by killing every human he could find. Someone stop this man! Oh, sweet. We don't have to worry anymore. Who do we have to thank? Oh no. She's cute. This is Hazuki, who I've got to assume is one of those vermin exterminators. Surprising to actually everyone this time, Sumire's head pops out of the recently severed alien. Before Hazuki can finish the job, the alien interrupts, who's also alive. I'm starting to think Hazuki isn't very good at her job. The first chapter concludes with Hazuki requesting backup as Sumire confronts the alien about breaking his promise. He doesn't feel bad about it. The rest of the chapters can be read on Urasunday's website. Unfortunately for myself, I still haven't learned Japanese, so I gotta wait until the next chapter is translated. From what I can gather though, later chapters are absolutely what I want from Rairairai. Going deeper into Sumire's sad past, fun action, world building, and Hazuki may actually be good at her job. Nope, never mind. Her suit is cool though. The suits the exterminators wear reminds me of the suits worn in Gantz because, well, they're both black. I mean, I don't know why I even brought this up. Seriously though, seeing Sumire, this timid scaredy cat character, reclaim her body and her life back after coasting and essentially living for her family who doesn't deserve her kindness could be a very satisfying journey. And the character designs are so good. I love the art. I mean, we've met Hazuki, but everyone feels so unique. We got wacky, cute, cool, badass, and I look forward to seeing the other vermin they will almost certainly have to face off against. And who is this lady, by the way? She's seen in the panel depicting the humans' victory in the alien war. This character stands out way too much to just be a random soldier, right? So I'm expecting and looking forward to finding out what her role in all this is. There's only 7 chapters on Urasunday's website as of today, so if you like what you saw, hopefully there's a lot more to look forward to from Rairairai in the future.